We are joined by NBC's Chuck Todd with Meet the Press. Always great to have you, Chuck. Let's talk about House Democrats. They have introduced a resolution to try to block President Trump's national emergency on funding a border wall. Is this an exercise in futility, or is there some real drama here?
You know, I don't know, and I think, frankly, we're going to find out in the United States Senate. There's not going to be drama in the House. I think we know where this vote's going to go in the House, and I think the president, the House Republicans, for the most part, that are left in the House are much more loyal to the president than, for instance, the Republicans in the Senate. It's those Senate Republicans that I'm very curious about. Look, Ron Johnson was on my show last week. He is somebody who clearly doesn't like the emergency route, is concerned about the end run around the Constitution, but also said, I will take a look at the resolution. I don't know what I'm going to do. And those are the senators it's all of these. It's the Ron Johnsons in Ohio. It's the Rob Portman, Pennsylvania, Pat Toomey. The swing state Republican senators who have been running as constitutional conservatives for the last decade, who suddenly, you know, that they don't want to get caught being anti-Trump, but at the same time, they're uncomfortable with this. That is what if those Republicans all start voting together and against the president on this, then I think it's a meaningful resolution, and then maybe it does change the president's thinking.
Which is why I'm curious what will happen in the House. I just interviewed Republican Congressman Mike Gallagher from Green Bay. He had an interesting comment. Right. He supports the president, he believes in the border wall, but he's not a fan of this national emergency. Here's what he said. The problem is the president came to Congress asking for something. Congress said no. Our system doesn't then allow the president to say, okay, I'm just going to do it anyway through some sort of cheat code. And there is this philosophical battle going on right now.
Correct. Look, and this is where, you know, you think about the Republican Party we covered before Donald Trump. And the idea of an end run around the Constitution, well, there's no way a Republican president would do something like that. They're sort of strict conservatives when it comes to the Constitution. Some say too strict of the reading, you know, in some form, you know. And yet, all of a sudden, here we are. I mean, this is one of the big, I think, changes that Trump has brought to the Republican Party, in that it really has created this divide, and the pressure really is political. The president's base is not the same Republican base that Scott Walker and Paul Ryan and Ron Johnson thought they were speaking to 4 and 8 and 10 years ago. It's a different base.
All right, 30 seconds. Put you on the spot here, Chuck Todd. Where are you going to be July 13th, 2020? Milwaukee, Miami, or Houston?
Well, hopefully the person is smart enough to know that they should do their acceptance speech in Lambeau Field.
Good way to get around that. Appreciate your time.
Put it this way, if I was doing it, I'd be at Lambeau.
Okay. Chuck Todd, as always, we appreciate your time.